Your pet would like to have a word with you. In fact, your dog, cat, bird, horse, fish, even bearded dragon would like to have an entire conversation with you. But having that trans-species discussion is difficult without an interpreter, or go-between, a specifically skilled individual who's been communicating with our animal friends for more than 3 decades, bridging gaps in understanding, elevating relationships, building peace and harmony among all Earth's creatures. That person is Suzan Vaughn, the Animal Whisperer.
In this episode, Conversing with Fleas and Roaches. The Jamisons had tried several remedies to keep the fleas off of their cats. They used collars, combs, shampoos, chemicals, but none of these remedies eradicated the fleas. Mark and Esther, though, were not the kind of couple that unconsciously killed other species like insects, so they wanted a non-violent solution to the flea problem. And with several successful animal communication sessions between us, they thought of me. Could I, the Animal Whisperer, solve their problem? Could I ask the fleas to leave? And would they?
When we were in Albuquerque, we were having the cats were going indoor-outdoor, and they had some fleas. Ointments,
flea collars and ointments and tinctures that you'd rub on their neck, and none of it worked. And then when you asked the fleas to leave, they left.
Fleas feed exclusively on blood. So in that earlier consultation, I just asked the fleas to jump off the cats and jump into the grass and then find a new host. Since that consultation, though, the Jamisons had not seen any fleas, so Esther wanted me to see if I could talk to another species inhabiting their home. Small, light-colored cockroaches. The couple was about to move out, and they didn't want the landlord's exterminator to poison the insects, so they looked for an alternative solution and thought of interspecies communication.
And we've tried to keep everything clean and keep the food out, and take the trash out. But sometimes, we're better than other times at doing all that. And so we just wonder whether it's possible for you to ask the cockroaches if they're willing. I mean, I think they've been in this house for decades, honestly. It's an old house and there's a lot of cover. But basically, when we leave, the landlord's probably going to try and kill them all again. And if there was a way that we could, over the next couple of weeks, I don't know, offer them food outside or whatever they need to get instead of move out of the house or relocate. Just want to touch. We just don't want to kill them. We don't want to ask the Terminator to come in. We just want, to have a alternative solution.
Okay. There's always a great chance when you approach them as a fellow species that is worthy of survival. And of course, this animal surely is.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't kill it.
Yeah, amazing survivors. Yeah.
So they say they're willing. I mean, they put their leader right out there. You have to speak to the leader of an insect group. So the leader was right there. I let the leader know that we're interested in peaceful coexistence. And could they please vacate this particular house? The leader said any that stay behind, give it a couple of weeks, any that stay behind will be signing up for the extermination of the lifetime. And they show a small offering away from the house. So that would be something like a potato peel or a little something that you might compost that you put several feet from your house, and you just make the declaration that this is your offering to cockroach with the idea of they have to feed their families too. Esther's profound respect for the cockroach was very helpful. This ancient insect has survived every possible threat for about the last 130 million years, and her desire to live in harmony with nature gave us a real advantage in our negotiation. Interspecies communication allowed them to live amicably. Esther had some other issues to resolve before relocating. She had a delightful relationship with the birds in her yard, and she wanted them to know that the bird feeders might become empty once she moved away.
The last thing is just, as I said in the email, we've been feeding a lot of sparrows. Every day we fill the feeder with seed, and we have some blue jay. We have a couple of blue jays that come and some finches, and we don't know whether the next tenants will do that. And so we just, it goes every day, like within a couple of hours, everyone's around, and we just want them to let them know that, in 2 weeks' time, it's gonna, who knows? And so we just want them to start to find other food sources.
All right, just a moment. Well, the general feeling coming from that is this has been such a delightful relationship. We hear that you're saying it's going to change, but it's been so wonderful both for them and for us, for them to get to see us kind of up close, for us to have a closer personal relationship with humans within the distance that we were comfortable.
One thing is that Bailey did catch a couple of sparrows, I think, and so I guess we wanted to apologize, although maybe that's none of our business really, but we felt bad about that, so we've tried to scare them away if they're on the ground, and but there's so many of them. I think that it was sort of inevitable, but I would like to apologize to the birds that got taken.
Well, they understand the prey and predator dance, and they certainly don't hold it against the humans. They don't even see humans as even part of the mix. It's the dance they had with that cat, or the cat had with that particular bird.
Yeah, well, please pass on our gratitude to the birds. They've really helped beautify our lives and give us a lot of joy too.
This has been like nutrition that was fun and kind of like extravagant is how it feels, like we like the worms, no problem, but this has been fun and kind of colorful seeds and kind of different than we might get, and just has been so much fun. They also claim we have interacted with the cats, and we're up high enough to where they can't really get us, but we enjoy interacting with them anyway. They get excited to see us too. And so it's been a little, relationship with a lot of different entities through the use of this feeder. So they're saying it'll be also interesting to see what happens next. Will we be on our own? Will we be after bugs, more bugs? Will we find another feeder? So Esther and Mark relocated, leaving behind a legacy of love and cooperation with all sentient beings. As they moved to their new home, they took with them a desire to live cooperatively with all life, both inside and outside of their home. Animal and interspecies communication is effective with any living thing. All of life communicates, and everything responds to love and respect.
For more episodes in the series, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. To learn all about Suzan Vaughn and her services, visit her website at animalwhisperer.net. Be part of the community by subscribing to her Facebook page, animalwhisperer.net. Then sign up for Suzan's newsletter to enjoy more of her fascinating animal-human communication stories. So, until next time, join Suzan as she talks to the animals on The Animal Whisperer.